What up, YouTube? I am getting ready for work right now, so I'm going to be drinking coffee while I'm talking right now. So let me just get started here. All right. So I'm going to talk to you day shift versus night shift. So with my position, I have to alternate between day shift and night shift. And within this past year, I figured honestly, I prefer night shift more than day shift. Day shift, especially when you're a new grad, I think can be very overwhelming because you have to pick up on all these skills and like you're dealing with all the doctors, all the different consults, family members, anything that might happen throughout the day. Day shift is busier than night shift, so I feel like that could be overwhelming. Night shift is it still comes with its challenges, but it is a little bit it's less traffic on night shift. You don't have to worry about people coming by as much and you can do what you have to do for your patients. And I feel like it's a little bit easier to start developing your skills for time management compared to day shift. Night shift, I get between 4 to 6 patients at night. Hold on. Good stuff. I get between 4 to 6 patients at night, and then you have to like try to time management between every 4 hour vitals, antibiotics that need to be hanged, if a patient needs a bolus, any stat meds that need to be given, especially closer to the end of your night shift. So I say between 4 and 6, you have to have the vital signs, and you have 6 o'clock and 7 o'clock meds, and you have to do, and then we have like 6 o'clock blood sugars we have to get on my unit too. So you have to just learn how to group stuff together. Especially you have to factor in, like with me, I try to predict some patients or just people in general are very particular about their cares or what they want done. So I automatically try to predict if I know how they've been picky for 4 hours. I try to predict what they're gonna say so I don't have to get it later and like waste more time. So I was just like, if someone says, "Oh, always asking me for water or repositioning blankets," or just want a towel for any reason, I'm like, I'm grabbing all that stuff in advance so I don't have to like waste time getting the stuff, and then I can focus on like doing what I need to do for this patient, and then go to the next one and like doing what I have to do because people can be very particular. Also, if it's getting them to the bathroom is a task too, I make sure to grab all the meds because that's about to be a good 20-minute to 30-minute process for some people. And I said I mostly work with a lot of geriatric populations, and then they don't move as fast sometimes, or they might be a little bit more robust, and that might factor into the time frame too. So I just try to grab everything. Like my patients is like, "Oh, you grabbed it already?" Yes, because I know I'm not trying to be in here for 40 minutes. Um, yeah, you have to like time management and predicting the patient's needs is very important. So, sorry for the ding. I have my iPhone hooked up to my Mac. But yeah, it you have to learn how to predict fairly quickly because you are not trying to be in a room for a unnecessary amount of time when you have to deal with 4 to 5 other patients on night shift. So that night shift too, I have time to read the chart. I feel like day shift, um, or even at the beginning of my night shift, I try to hit the main points what the patient came in for, what they history is, what meds I have to give, when do I have to take vitals, um, what other nursing tasks I have to do. Uh, Also look at like discharge planning information and making sure that just where they going, what time they have to leave. And then on night shift, I can help out and fill out the information if someone is going out to a facility and get that information already done for day shift. I can fully read the chart, see if there's any inconsistencies, which I kind of like doing because I like figuring out um, I like I like catching a few things. I don't know. I like reading and figuring out what we have to do for our patient. If it's like if it's too many inconsistencies with between different consults, and then I just pass that information along. Um, I don't know. I'm weird. I kind of like solving the puzzle. I'm a weird person sometimes. When it comes to a few things, I'm like, it kind of interests me. But I like reading the charts and figuring out what's missing. Also looking at the vital signs, making sure we're not missing anything at night. I always do double checks because sometimes you're like boom, boom, boom during your shifts. I got really quick at like when I take vitals, I'll instantly glance at it to make sure it's nothing inconsistent. But sometimes you can miss something too. So sorry if I'm talking fast. That's kind of this. Blame it on the coffee. But yeah, it can be, like I said, it just comes to time management and like learning how to handle situations as they come by, learning how to predict certain things as well. And I don't know. Like I said, and then the one thing with yeah, I feel like day shift you deal with a lot more. Night shift is a little less traffic. You still have the same challenges, but it's less traffic. But the problem that I come across sometimes that I also have to, I think I said this earlier, but I have to alternate shifts between day shift and night shift. And I started like scheduling myself for strictly nights because I know me personally, I do not do well transitioning shifts. I don't do well at all. Like my brain, like going from night shift to day shift is the worst thing. I can go from day to night, but I can't go from night to day. It's really bad on, it's just really bad on me. Like physically and emotionally. I'm a little bit more irritable. Um, and like, it's just, that first day back on day shift, it takes me a minute to like get the hang of things because I'm used to a different kind of pace. Even though like night shift 7 to 11 can be like the busiest time, at least on my unit, and I'm used to that. But like from, if it's day shift, it's like 7 to 3, and I'm like nope, Ron don't do that. Ron don't work day shift. Ron tries to avoid day shift as long as possible unless they schedule me, or when we scheduling doing self-scheduling, I see who doesn't like working night shifts, and then I put in to change shifts with them automatically because I don't like working day shift. Ron don't do day shift. Ron don't like it. And I just don't like alternating. It's just really hard on me. I just cannot do it. Um, that's why I'm like, if you're on orientation, you're gonna have to alternate. But after you get off orientation, you just try to stick with one shift, and that's what I'm trying to do. I like night shift. I can catch up on a few things like modules, so it doesn't like creep up on me. If you work strictly day shift, at least like I said on my unit, I wouldn't have time to do any modules. So, and I didn't know that you can get corrective action if you don't finish those by the dates that is due. So I'm like, yep, let me do this now because you have a little bit more downtime on night shift, just depending on the patient populations you have, how many cares you have to do for the patients, um, and I don't know, it's just different variables. But I hope y'all have a wonderful night. I'm on my way to work soon. I need to grab me some food because I did not feel like cooking. And then take a few minutes to eat, look up my patients, and I'm gonna finish drinking my coffee here. Hope y'all have a wonderful, it's December, so I hope y'all finish off the semester right. Stay strong, keep the faith, pray, whatever you can do to help you stay sane, keep on doing it. I know for me, I was praying to make it to my year mark. I was praying for strength, and I made it. I was like, thank you, Jesus, because has been a very challenging year. Also, if you're a new nurse, keep on moving forward. Rely on your support systems. Hopefully your manager is really good that you can easily talk to them. Hopefully your team is really good that y'all could just, rely on each other for support. Hopefully you can get a mentor or hopefully you can just have someone that you can talk to. I know I vent to my mom a lot. A few times I had to get off work. I'm like, Mom, I know you don't like me cursing, but I need a hall pass. I need a hall pass, Mama. Mama, I need a hall pass. She was like, all right, son, I'll let you vent. Okay, thank you. And then I just let it rip and just to get off my frustration. So my mom knows, like, if I say hall pass, I need a break. I need to talk freely and I need to just get it out and then I'll be fine. Because shit get real. All right. Y'all have a good night and stay strong. Stay nursing strong, cardiac strong, because I know Nurse Mendoza is all about the cardio. So stay strong in all aspects of your life and keep on moving and make sure to take care of yourself. Bye.